All right, guys, Big Rich here with Ohio Fish Rescue, and today, I know this don't look like fishing stuff, but trust me, it has to do with fishing stuff. We got a 220 welder here. We got Glenn here. Glenn is welder. Now, look at this. We actually jacked up this metal plate and put it against where it needs to be welded to, and we marked it. With the, it moved now, but the marks were lined up, and that's where we're going to weld it to, and we're using a jack to bring it up to it. So what we're doing now is we're going to weld this on here and get this fixed so that we can use this. So stick with us, and then this big, 2,000 gallon fish tank will be up and running. So stick with us. Okay, guys, what we're doing now is we're going to unbolt this, and we're going to take this whole angle bracket off, and that'll, not hold it no more, but we can take this off, lay this out there, and then clean it up, grind it, and then line the marks back up, and then weld it across the front here. And we're going to weld across up on each side of one of these, and all the way across here, up against each one of these. We're going to flip it over and weld the other side too, and just a straight line down. And I'll show you how we're doing the bottom. Okay, here I am looking for a piece of metal to weld onto the bottom, but you know what? I'm looking through all this stuff, and I'm finding all kinds of metal, like little metal, but like this here ain't even thick enough. I need like 1/4 inch metal to make an L bracket, and I'm not finding it nowhere here. I may have to go buy some. What I need is something like this. This is, I believe this is 3/16 big solid metal that we can weld to, and we need to bend an L into it. So we may have to go buy some metal for the bottom of that, but right now he's cleaning up the top to get it to weld to the top post. And I'm telling you, we're going to have it to where I can fill it probably tonight. And I know it's been a long 1.5 year wait on this tank, but I got to find the metal for it. So let me get back to it. Okay, guys, we went and got the new rod. There's the old threaded rod. Here's the new rod. It's a lot longer. So what we're going to do, put it in. We got the metal up here now. We're going to put the rod through and all the way back to the back. And when it comes out the backside, I'm going to have Stan jump in there, put the nut and bolt on the back, and then the rest will be sticking out the front here. And what we'll do is we'll tighten it down, and then we'll take the Sawzall, cut it off, and I'll deburr that afterwards. But that's how we're going to do it. So let's get to doing this. I should do this through like a time lapse thing for you guys. That's what I'll do. Let me find the tripod. All right, Stan, come on out from back there. Bring the tools with you, or you have to go back in. See, now this is something else I want to do to this tank. Look over here. See how it's got this wall? As the water gets pumped into here, it overflows this wall and falls down into here. And down here was filled with biomedia. And then it would get pumped up from the bottom back up to the top, and then there was foam on top of here. This was its internal filter. We're going to cut this out and make this all the way to the back and just repaint the whole inside again. And then it will have, because we don't use this filter. That was a mass filter that they built internal on it, and we don't use it. We'd rather have the space. So we're going to take that out too. But right now we got the rods in. We got to cut off the excess hanging off there, and then soften them up so nobody hurts themselves on them. And then we've got to see how the top's attached now, but the bottom's not. It's just sitting there flopping. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this forklift, We're going to go up against it and push it in until it touches down here. And then we're going to weld on the plate on the bottom here, like a big horseshoe. And it will be a 4-inch plate going down and then a 90 bent out. So when this is pushed all the way in, we'll drill a hole into the cement and put a bolt in there and then a nut on top holding this bottom in, which will hold this whole front solid and flat. So we'll be good to go and fill it up. Hopefully we can get that done today. Glenn's coming over to finish re-welding, and you can see he welded up the sides, inside two, down, across the middle, up on both, across, all the way through, and then he did the whole back side. So that's welded on there to this top crossbeam. This top crossbeam holds pressure onto the good wood, which is here and there. So the wood that was cracking in the middle here is being held straight across it, and the water pressure inside will push against it. So we're good. That will work. We just got to get the bottom done now. Pushed in and then bolted in. So let's gather some more tools and put these things away, Stan. Okay, guys. While Stan's out there getting the tools together, I come in here to take a break. And I had bought Skylar one of these brine shrimp incubators for her baby brine shrimp that are hatching. So it came with this really cute little net. And the floor is not dirty. Someone said that before. The floor is not dirty. That's the coloring of the floor. It's the way it looks. She got this really neat little brine shrimp thing. A automatic brine shrimp feeder with it. She got a little syringe to pull them out. An air pump. And this thing. And look at all them baby brine shrimp in there. It's just bubbling along and ready to go. We got a way to shut it off, and then you disconnect here. Once the babies hatch, you disconnect here, and then you pour this into your collection cup and open this up and let the babies out. The shells will float and the babies will be down bottom. So at this temperature, we're running it at everything in here is about, I think it was 74. So it's going to take probably 2.5 days as opposed to overnight. If I put it some sort of heater or source of warmth on here, it would be a lot quicker. So she's got that going, but let me show you her betas. Ouch. Oh. See, that's the decoration of the floor. Someone said it looked dirty, but it's not dirty. Kathy keeps the place clean. Okay, so coming into the dining room here, and you see this is her sorority of betas. These are all her girls. And then each one of these tanks over here, this is where she has her males. And, oh, this is, okay, right in here, I think this is the babies. Let me see if I can get up close. And, it's starting to get dark outside, so it's hard to see. Where are the babies? I wish she was out here. Oh. Nope, this ain't it. It's got the nest on top. What about this one? Oh, she's got a snail and one of her betas in here. Okay. It has to be this tank right here. But I don't see no baby betas. And she's got like 50 of them. I can't see any. They are no longer in the bubble nest. She took the father out. So they were all over scattered. I don't know if they're hanging out the bottom or in this plant life. Let's see if I can see any in here. But she's got about 50 baby betas, and that's why she wanted the brine shrimp, was to feed the babies. Yeah, I don't see any swimming in here. I mean, I could be wrong. This could be the wrong tank even. I don't know. But she is starting so much. She's got this tank going, this tank going, this tank here. This one's going to be set up next. And then she's got, you know, all the plants and stuff back there. She's going to be pulling out of there. She's got her fish in there. So this is usually my pile where I throw the boxes from all the stuff that Tracy gets in. So, oh, she's got a beta in here too. That's messing with the light. So this is where we throw the boxes and fold them up. And if you guys remember, we did the 3 beta tank giveaways. Well, here's one. This is a 10-gallon tank. Here's another one. And here's another one. And each one of them's got a little air pump, a little sponge filter, a heater. And we've got the 3 people now picked out. So we are going to be doing that pretty soon, where we have the kids come over and pick up their tank that they won. And then we'll take the video to Agno Aquatics and show them what they was giving away, what they did. So, and there's nothing in this tank here, but yeah, she's got snails everywhere. Look at all them girls. Look at the coloring on them. And then there's nothing in this tank too. But because it's in the dark, it never gets algae on it. It always stays nice and clear. It's a pretty tank. Okay, guys, we did not get that done. Glenn didn't come over today, so we did not get the welding done. But rest assured, it's ready to go back together and fill up with water. So I'm just going to have Josh jump inside and repaint a couple of little spots with the epoxy paint, and we're filling it with water. It's ready to go. So thanks for sticking with us and watching the behind-the-scenes things on the main channel. You guys take care, and till next time, stay fishy, my friends.